Welcome to the RBC Spotlight space. My name is Anastasia Busis. Good morning, Canada. Day 7 of the Olympics winding down, and my nerves are shot. If you just woke up, Canada, Brazil, penalty kicks, edge of everyone's seat. I thought that I was done with penalty kicks after a year of 2020, and unbelievable soccer game. Canada will compete for a medal in the semis. But I'm not going to bury the headline too quickly. Gold in the women's 8 rowing, first time since 1992. If you want to feel old, 1992 was 29 years ago. We're just going to quickly set the stage, and then we're going to connect with RBC training ground alum, Avalon Wasteneys, and RBC Olympian Kristen Kitt, and Olympic champions, gold. So roll the tape.
There's the Canadians. Gold in 92, silver in 2012 and 96, and bronze in Sydney.
Power, 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 16 legs together, blades digging deep, and then getting more linear, quick and clean. Everyone is off the line. Sit up tall, push your legs down, nothing else matters.
Gold for Canada, silver for the Kiwis, and bronze for China. Canada win gold, their first since 92. Kristen Kitt on her feet, celebrating with Avalon Wasteneys. It is a pure gold race for the Canadians.
And Olympic champions, Canada.
It doesn't get any better than that. I'm joined with Olympic champions Avalon Wasteneys and Kristen Kitt. Congratulations.
Thank you.
How are you doing? How has this day been?
Pretty sick. Pretty sick.
We say pretty sick a lot, so that's why that's coming up. Yeah, absolutely surreal. I just don't think it's fully hit us, and we're just kind of rolling with the punches still and processing it. But every time I watch that video, I just get the chills, kind of feel like crying a little bit because it's just really special.
I've made a lot of people cry, so if you feel like crying, this is a safe space.
I've cried a lot on TV already. I don't know if I can.
I mean, it's been 12 hours. What have you done with your day?
Really, actually, a lot of media, if we're being totally honest. But what was really cool, I was going to say there's a lot of crying. Avalon was crying. I think her heart rate was still like 185 and she was just sobbing in front of me. And so she did that for a little while. Yeah. And there's lots of hugging and celebrating. And we had a really cool moment coming through the finish line, rowing to the grandstands. Our coaches, our support staff, they were just making an absolute Canadian ruckus, cheering us on as we went to the podium. And I don't know about you, but that was pretty special just to see all the people, like our tiny village here in Japan, representing the greater village that helped us get here. So that was kind of a cool moment.
Canadians fell in love with you. What are some of the cooler or more lovely congratulatory messages that you've received today?
Oh, I mean, most special was just from our family, I think, like that. We've just received so many that it's been kind of difficult to go through everything. So I, first and foremost, just like connected with my family and those people that I love the most. And that just meant the world to me. But then there's obviously a few other messages from previous Olympians and rowing and whatnot that also definitely was very special, hit home.
Kristen?
So after the race, I was pretty out of it. And so I sat next to a boathouse, nice concrete boathouse on the ground, kind of just sprawled. And my coach, Michelle Darville, came to sit with me. She brought me some bread and water because I have to be at weight for competition. So she was trying to get me alive again. And we actually called this really amazing woman. Her name's Carol Love. And she actually came out to Victoria and she coached us for a few months with Michelle. And she had a huge impact on us. And the really neat part about that is that she actually stroked the first Olympic 8 for Canada. It's the first time, 1976, when women's rowing was introduced into the Olympic Games. Carol Love stroked the boat. And so it was this really neat legacy piece that she came then to work with us. And Michelle and I had a really cool video chat with her. And that was one of the really meaningful messages, because when she was coaching us, she just believed in us so deeply, but it was just not good enough always. And so, girls, I know you're capable of new numbers. Show me these new numbers. We were doing these numbers in the 8 back in 1976. So it was really cool to get that message from her and saying, hey, Kit, that was enough. So that was cool.
enough.
Yeah.
Olympic gold is
Yeah,
enough.
exactly.
That'll do.
That'll do.
That'll
I think
do.
she even said that.
Avalon, I mean, you said the support of your family. Your mom was an Olympian in rowing, your aunt.
Mhm.
What advice did they give you coming to Tokyo 2020?
I mean, mainly it's just been like, stay in my lane, keep my head in, don't get too distracted by everything going around me, and just like ultimately trust myself and believe in myself and my teammates and all the work we've done over these past few years.
You mentioned smaller village. Obviously it takes a village, cliched, but it's the truth. How special is it that Marnie McBean is the chef de mission for this team? And, I'm assuming that she was pumping you guys up.
Oh, yeah.
We actually had this really cool moment with her last night. There's this tree of remembrance in the village, and it's really special. So you can go there, and they have the organizing committee has these pieces of ribbon. You write someone's name on it, and someone who's passed away either at Olympic Games or just in your life. And so we had a really neat moment where Marnie and our coach Michelle Darville shared some memories of Kathleen Heddle, who is a really famous Canadian rower, and she passed away earlier this year. And we had a moment of silence, and that was really special. So Marnie's been pumping us up, but she has shared knowledge. She shared, her story, and she shared her lived experience with Kathleen, and that. Yeah, it's that legacy piece that I think really actually motivated us to really real level. So it's not just the drum that she gets out that she's quite famous for, but it's this passing of knowledge.
Yeah, vulnerability and
strength and vulnerability, absolutely. And Marnie's very good at that.
Yes.
You were so dominant today. What was the race plan? Like it was just so dominant. Walk me through it.
Yeah. So in the heat and the rep, we kind of were just trying to have good races and be composed, be serene, row well. And today it was just like, let it loose, go for it. Just hold nothing back. We've tried to play in their playgrounds, I guess, working on our finishes, working on our starts. And today we were like, we're really dominant through that middle 1,000. So let's dominate this race from the beginning and make them come play with us. This is our race course. And
I knew she was going to do this though. Like we were up at the start line and she looks over again. And I could just see in my head, Avalon with her finger pointing out, this is my playground. And I just knew she was going to do something like that today.
What was the differentiator though? I mean, was there something special that happened in this final?
Yeah, we just went for it. I think in the other ones we were going for it, but again, we were holding back. We were trying to row well. We were trying to just be composed. And today we just went, we know what we're doing. Just go for it. Don't try to perfect it. You know what we're doing. We're professionals. We can just go as hard as we want to go and it'll work out if we need to. So it was just kind of the perfect storm.
How much did it hurt? It looked like it hurt. And also, I mean, you were celebrating and everyone else was just
dying. Yeah.
Yeah, it hurt a lot. That third 500, I was, seeing some stars, let's just say that. But I just had so much belief in Kit that she would guide us through that and make sure we made it to the end. So I just focused on driving my legs down and setting that rhythm for everyone else.
And what Avalon's not telling you is that as a stroke seat, she's responsible for the rhythm. She has to be she's got to be the first one to go. She's got to light that match and she's got to hold that, her feet to the fire. And she did that in the third 500 today. And then again in the fourth 500. Yeah. That's what she's not telling you.
I told Kit in the start, I was like, when you tell me to go, I'll go. Like, I'm going to be going from stroke 1, but when you tell me,
I said, I love you. And she tells me, I'm going to go from stroke 1.
Well, I have a little clip. I would love to throw it. Just look behind your shoulder there and we'll play it.
Each of these oarswomen will be listening to the coxswain. Kristen Kit will have a race plan. Kristen will be looking around, calling off the other boats. If the Australians make a move, the New Zealanders make a move, calling them in, and you can hear her call underneath that bridge.
Kristen Kit on her feet, celebrating with Avalon Wasteneys.
We'll happily give her a new one.
What were you saying there?
I don't think it's appropriate for television.
That's fair enough.
Yeah, I think just, a couple people have asked me about that moment, and this beat has one heartbeat, and the passion from these women really just came out in the race today. And it's that passion of, 8 women driving as one together, being in the same rhythm together, having, as I said, one heartbeat together. And that passion is what you saw stand up at the finish line there.
First gold since 1992. What is so special about this team?
Continuing the legacy is one thing that I've been saying. This team, I've said it before and I'll say it again, it's an exceptional group of women that it's almost like the stars have aligned for this specific group of women to come together. We've had, with COVID, this opportunity, and we see it this way, this extra year, it's been really hard, but we saw it as an opportunity to have silver linings everywhere we looked. And this group of women that aren't even in the 8, there's a bigger group of women that contributed to this 8. They came together and made this happen. And I forget the question right now. I'm so
I do too. So don't worry about it.
Yeah. You said this is going to happen. It's happening. But just
what's so special?
This coach that we've got, Michelle Darville, as well. She's a 3-time world champion. And she's a very special coach because she really actually believes in the person, and she sees the athlete as a human being. And the thing that warmed my heart today is she was talking to somebody and I overheard her, and she said, they're really good people. And that's really what this group is about, is we're really good people and we're authentic. And because of that, that manifests in our true authentic expression of ourselves in our seats. And Avalon said this to another reporter actually, but it allows us to be ourselves, and we're allowed to be ourselves, and we respect each other for being ourselves. And that's what really rises up and makes this boat so special, is each person's strength is another person's weakness. And so those weaknesses are all covered off because we've got all these strengths that are rising to the top. And this mutual respect we have for each other allows us to be authentic with each other. It allows us, like, I can be myself. I'm an introvert. I can be myself. Avalon, not an introvert. Well, sometimes, fair enough. But, we can all be our own personality, and it's respected, which is unusual.
It just creates this beautiful culture.
Yeah.
Can I be a part of this team? Like,
you're tall enough. Yeah.
No, I'm too much of a wimp to be a rower. Did I see that you all were wearing the same necklace?
Yeah.
Okay, so I was watching, of course, and I'm like, they're wearing the same necklace. What's the story behind that?
Well, I think it originally just happened because Madison saw them in a store and thought they were beautiful. And it says "Be Strong" on the back. So she got one for herself, and I think another teammate got them as well. And then we were starting to think about how it'd be really cool to have something that kind of like linked the whole group and have something that we could all share. And her mom, generously enough, bought them for the whole boat. And it was a surprise when we got to Tokyo.
Wonderful.
Yeah.
It's been a bumpy road for everyone on the road to Tokyo. What are you most proud about when you think back to this journey to this Olympics?
I actually had a pretty big bike accident in May last year. I fell off my bike and got a pretty serious concussion. Still dealing with some of the stuff from that. So my team has been really supportive. Actually, RBC has also been really supportive. I'm going to cry, but the people on the West Coast office, they 100% stuck by me and totally had my back. And I've been very quiet about the head injury because it's still ongoing, but I'm proud of that as an individual, because there's a lot of things that we had to navigate, both from the team perspective and then financial perspective. And I'm really proud that it was able to contribute enough to my boat to have a result that hopefully makes everyone else in Canada proud.
You have made people in Canada proud, I promise.
For myself, about a year ago, so right when we were supposed to be going to Tokyo originally, I got really, really sick with mononucleosis, and I was out of training for over 3 months and bedridden for several weeks. And there was kind of this silver lining going on within me where I felt like, wow, COVID canceled the Olympics, and I felt almost relieved that it had, because I wouldn't have been going if it had been happening because I was so sick. And then there was a lot of self-doubt that kind of turned up in that period where I had to get fit again. I had to rejoin the group. I had just been out of it for so long, and 3 months doesn't sound that long, but within rowing, it kind of is. And coming back in, I had to learn to trust myself and really believe in my own abilities again. And that was quite difficult. And it took a lot of reflection and journaling and working with other people to help kind of build that strength up again. And so it's been a long road to get back, and it just feels incredibly special. And I feel very grateful to be here.
How'd your teammates help you throughout that time?
They were just really supportive. Kid kind of.
Well, you got mono, and then I fell off my bike.
Yeah.
So we actually I drove you to the hospital, and you drove me to the therapist.
Yeah.
I don't even know how much after.
Yeah.
So I totally forgot about that.
We just kind of were like helping each other out. And it was during COVID. You couldn't see anyone.
Exactly.
I was just alone, and she was alone. And so Kit was definitely someone who was really, really huge in helping me get back in the boat, and very grateful for that. Yeah.
It's surreal to be in Tokyo. What would you like to say to the people of Japan that made this Olympics possible?
Oh, wow. They have just been incredible hosts. I just can't even begin to explain. When we were in a training camp in Sagamihara, they were just unbelievable. They did everything they could to make us feel welcome, and just were so generous with their time. So I just thank you so much to them, I guess.
Yeah. Avalon said it perfectly, but just a lot of gratitude. The country has opened up to us and other athletes so we can pursue our dream. And I'm just so deeply grateful and respectful to the people here for allowing us to have this moment, because it's not without duress, financial implications, just acknowledging that. Just so grateful to the country.
Yeah.
I'm going to ask you to look into that camera as well. And I'm giving you the mic. This is your Oscar speech. Thank the people that you'd like to thank.
You go first.
I guess I'll just go off first and say thank you, Mom and Dad. You guys, I'm going to get a little choked up here. You guys have supported me so much and believed in me every step of the way. And I truly wouldn't be here without you. So thank you. And to my siblings for just being the best cheering squad. And then for all the coaches and friends and family that have believed in me every step of the way. Thank you.
Mine's going to be quite similar to my mom and dad, Jerry and Janice Kidd in St. Catharines, Ontario. Thank you for waking up at 4 a.m., driving me to rowing practice way back when. Thank you to the coaches that have believed in me. Michelle Darville gave me an opportunity. Al Moro gave me an opportunity. Jill Werflinger 100% had my back from day one, 2006 at CanMX. There's just, so many people that have given me opportunity. And as a coxswain, it's hard to get that opportunity. So thank you. My brother, sister have totally had my backs. And, I want to make you guys proud. And I hope that I did today. And UBC rowing as well. Craig Pond helped me get here. There's just, there's
name
so
dropping,
people.
Kid. I feel bad now.
Oh, no, I want them to hear it and just know how sincerely grateful I am. I believed I could do this because other people believed in me.
Thank you for taking the time. I'm going to give you just a little bit more love. First, RBC training ground alum who is an Olympic champion. I don't even know what the question is. What does that make you feel?
I don't even know. Feels pretty special, I guess. I didn't really realize it until I was being bombarded with a bunch of posts and kind of saw that. And I was like, oh, wait a minute. That's pretty cool. That's kind of like the beginning, I guess, for this next group of athletes. And I'm very excited to see how the rest of my, counterparts, cohort, do. Yeah.
Congratulations. Thank you again for taking the time. Canadian women have won 11 medals, and the swimmers are swimming right now in the heats for the 4x100 individual medley. So we're going to have a little update there, but we caught up with another Canadian athlete who knows a thing or two about winning. She is the greatest all-around speed skater of all time. Dear friend and teammate of mine, Cindy Clausen. She is tied with Clara Hughes and Penny Alexiak as being the most winning Canadian Olympian. And we're going to throw a clip. It's so nice to see your face. We're, of course, talking about Penny Alexiak. She joins you and Clara as the most decorated Canadian Olympian. What does that make you feel when you know that she's joined such company.
It's just so inspiring to see her perform, like watching her back in Rio do so well and then come here and do so well. It was just so exciting. Like I'm on the edge of my seat and just like rooting for her. And so it was really exciting to see her tie that record. And I think she's going to go and smash it. I mean, she's so young. She's 21 years old. She still has another race ahead of her. And looking forward, like who knows how many Olympics she can go to. So she's just such an inspiration to all Canadians and most importantly to the younger generation coming up. I can't imagine like how many young little Penny Alexiaks are going to be coming up in the pool and just like trying to do what she did.
I mean, you touched on it, 21 years old. Just expand upon how mind-boggling that is. It's just the success she's seen at such a young age.
Yeah, it's incredible. I mean, she had 4 Olympic medals at 16 years old, and now she's still just 21. I mean, she has so much ahead of her. And I mean, I truly hope that she just keeps enjoying the sport, continues to do well, improves on all of her times and keeps getting better and better. And I mean, it'll be so exciting to watch her come the next Olympics and the Olympics after that, if she chooses to keep on going on.
You had a formidable Torino Games. I mean, one of the greatest performances of all time, not just in Canada, but the world. You birthed my dreams. I mean, when you were going through Torino, was the record, or were you cognizant of what you were just achieving? And do you think Penny is aware of what she's achieving right now?
Yeah, I mean, going through it, like for myself, I wasn't really thinking about it because like we had a plan going into the games that we were just going to focus on one race at a time. And then if it went well, just really enjoy that day, celebrate, and then start focusing on the next race. And so it wasn't something that I was trying to achieve. And I feel like I'm sure it's not the same for her, that she's just taking each race at a time, trying to do the best that she can. And then the record is just bonus on top of that.
It is so lovely to see your face, and you know what you mean to me. And I hope you know what you mean to Canadians. And it's so exciting to just watch Penny birth so many dreams, just as you and Clara did. I just appreciate you.
Oh, thank you so much for having me. And it's just been an honor to be a part of this show. And I'm just excited to see what Penny does and the rest of the Canadian team. It's just been a thrill watching all of them during these Olympic Games.
Canadian women just qualified for the final 4x100 medley relay. They will go for a medal Saturday night. Whew. Again, my nerves, day 7. Soph's notes. Sophie, please join me.
Hello. What an exciting time to do this show, eh? I'm literally watching the swimmers race right now while I'm trying to produce this. A lot of exciting things happening.
Oh, okay. It was a day. It was a day.
All of the emotions today. But my Soph's notes tonight are very short. I just want to give a huge shout out to Rosie McLennan. Her 4th Olympic Games, a 4th place finish. It was quite honestly, a miracle that she even made it to these Olympic Games with an ankle injury just a few weeks ago. So huge kudos to Rosie. I think she's a champ in all our books, eh?
She has done more for Canadian sport than the great majority of athletes I think we have ever met. She is a leader on and off the trampoline, and she's got 2 gold medals, but the way she treats people, the way she leads people, she's a champion. And I know 4th place is, it always stings, but she really is a national treasure. So that's a great Soph's notes for today. Congratulations, yes. Rosie McLennan. Yeah.
Class individual through and through, and I will leave it at that. So what a great show tonight. Our first gold medalists in the RBC.
Oh, what a great show.
Right?
Let's throw up. Yeah. Can you throw up my little bumper? Let's see what we should be excited for tomorrow. Jen Bell, 3-meter springboard semis. She's already won a silver, hoping to do big things again. So look out for Jenna Bell, RBC Olympian, of course. That is our show for today. Gold, gold, gold. I did a little song and dance to preview this show, and I promise I'll never do that again. But what a historic day. First gold since 1992. Again, 29 years. Just talked to Avalon, Wasteneys, and Kristen Kitt. Avalon being the first Olympic champion to come out of RBC Training Ground. That's our show, and see you down the road. Talk to you tomorrow.